Colby Covington wants a trilogy with Kamaru Usman in Real American Freestyle Wrestling. Colby challenged Usman for the UFC welterweight title back in 2019 and lost via TKO in the 5th round. They ran it back in 2021, and Colby lost once again via unanimous decision. In an interview with Bloody Elbow, Colby said, "I'd like to see Usman in Real American Freestyle. We need to settle the trilogy in RAF. If Usman doesn't get the title fight, come see Daddy at Real American Freestyle and let's do this trilogy. We've got unfinished business. The first fight was a scam and it was an early stoppage. The second fight, a lot of people had me winning that fight 3-2. So let's settle this in RAF, Usman." New footage has been released of Khamzat Chimaev sparring both Khalil Rountree and Luke Rockhold. After watching Khamzat Chimaev sparring with Luke Rockhold and Khalil Rountree this week, Daniel Cormier thinks Khamzat could easily compete at light heavyweight.
So I thought that if Khamzat was to fight at 205, he would be running up against guys that would be just too big for him. And at some point, that has to become an issue. Then I saw a video of him sparring with Khalil Rountree. His back looked massive. He looks like a 205-pound fighter already. And then I watched a video of him sparring with Luke Rockhold, who is all of 6'4" and 220-something pounds right now. I'm not talking about the skill level of Rockhold today. I'm talking about the size of Rockhold today. Khamzat Chimaev looked just as big, if not bigger. Then when you watch the videos, you watch the sparring, you watch him and Khalil Rountree striking. And if they're not drilling, and Luis will put this video for you to see, I'm not an untrained eye. It looks to me like Khamzat is winning the striking against Khalil Rountree, who is an amazing striker. I'm watching him kick with Luke, and he's kicking with the same power as Luke. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know that this kid could not fight at 205 pounds. I really do believe that he's able to fight in this weight class. When he picked me up in Chicago, I felt he was stronger than he was when he was fighting at 170. There's a video of him and I grappling way back in Abu Dhabi back in the day. Then when he picked me up in Chicago, I felt he was stronger. But watching him next to these big guys now, I am really starting to believe that he can fight at 205.
Brandon Moreno is set to face Lone Kavanaugh at UFC Mexico tomorrow. At Media Day, Moreno got annoyed when a journalist asked him about fighting on the White House card.
Se habla, o sea, hablando mucho, ¿no?, sobre la función en Casa Blanca. En este caso, digo, el tiempo quizás es suficiente, ¿no?, dependiendo de cómo salgas de este sábado. ¿Te gustaría también tú alzarías la mano quizá para poder pelear en Casa Blanca? ¿Y crees que esa función quizá también necesitaría algún talento de México?
Hermano, quiero que tú me contestes por qué yo quisiera pelear ahí.
Pues es muy emotiva, ¿no?, quizá esa función.
¿Para quién?
Para la empresa.
¿Para ti?
Para la empresa.
No estoy tan interesado. Muchas gracias.
Sean Strickland tried the one-on-one collision challenge with a pro rugby player.
Oh, challenge one, you let me see if I get past it. Yeah. Let me see if I get past it. If I get to the cage, I win. Oh,
Hi, Gaga.
Go again, go again. All right, go. Let me try one more time. Go. Oh, you. I'm not a rugby player. Brutal.
Max Holloway is set to defend the BMF title against Charles Oliveira at UFC 326. Ahead of the fight, Max says his main goal is to become a two-division champion.
You're sort of on path to becoming, knock on wood, you know, champ, if everything goes your way.
Hopefully, yes, sir. I mean, that's the main goal, right? I want to be a two-division champ. That's the undisputed. You know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but you got the BMF title. I'm like, brother, a BMF title is cool. There's cool fights. There's great fights. There's big fights we can do with it. But I want to be undisputed champion. Of course, this is what everybody in the world wants to do. So, if you're coming into the sport, so we see what happens. You know, first things first is this, and you know, if that fight does happen, we see what it goes. But first things first, I got Charles, man. He's a killer. He's an absolute killer. He's an absolute dog. He looks motivated. I keep seeing clips of his interviews and this and that, and he looks in great shape. So I can't wait. You know, March 7th, Las Vegas, the 9th Island. It's almost like a home fight for us in Hawaii, bro. You know, there's gonna be Hawaii flags flying high in that place. It's gonna be insane, and I just can't wait to go out there. You know, everybody keep talking about the first fight. That first fight was so long ago. I hold no light to it. You know, this is the fight we got to worry about now, and we go out there, do what I do best, get my hand raised, and hopefully I can make another reel, bro. You know, to the Navy. The sport is all about moments, bro. If you can make moments, Taro, you're gonna be edging history books. And with this Paramount deal, brother, I don't know if you've been seeing the numbers that the UFC numbers been getting on this Paramount views, bro.
It, of course,
it's been ridiculous. I am so stoked. The only thing in my mind is like, bro, I get to introduce a bunch of new fans to the sport, and I'm here for it.
Alexander Volkanovski recently defended his featherweight title, defeating Diego Lopes by unanimous decision at UFC 325. On Demetrius Johnson's YouTube channel, Volk explained why he feels sorry for Lopes, saying he might have wasted his title opportunity.
I feel sorry for him in a sense, really, to be honest. You would probably agree with me this, like, I don't know if anyone would be able to sort of do that to him in a sense. Can someone stick to a game plan like that and, you know, do a good job and still make it, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking the guy had to fight me twice, and then I was able to, you know, because if most other people are going to end up fighting his fight, they might not have a choice because they probably don't know how to work him around the octagon like I can for 25 minutes. So is he eventually just going to catch them? So I feel bad because I'm probably the worst possible matchup for the guy, just purely because of my IQ and my footwork and whatnot that he just couldn't handle. So now he's pretty much wasted his chance at the title against me in a quick turnaround where just, I was probably the only guy that can do 50 minutes and just have him not knowing what's going on for 50 minutes. I don't know if there's another fighter in our division that could do that. Maybe Lerone Murphy could do something. I don't know if he would be able to do as good a job. And I'm lucky, again, not to toot my own horn, but I'm just, obviously I did it for 50 minutes, so I'm allowed to sort of say I did okay with it.
Henry Cejudo is set to wrestle Uriah Faber tomorrow at RAF 6. Real American Freestyle also announced the signing of Merab Dvalishvili, who will headline RAF 8 on April 18th. Merab defeated Henry by unanimous decision at UFC 298, and Cejudo believes him signing with RAF could open the door for a chance at revenge.
Talk about signees. They just signed again, Henry. You wanna announce this? Who just got signed?
They just signed my damn nemesis, Merab Dvalishvili. You know what I'm smelling? I'm smelling that payback, Kush.
Hey, don't sleep on Merab. Don't sleep on him. You seen him. He wasn't scared of you. You see how he went out there. Hey, he saved your life now. Let's not forget, he saved your life.
And it's time for me to save his. How about that? This is awesome, bro. I'm glad the fact that right now, from what I hear, Peter Yan is hurt. But what's going on in the grapevines that Peter Yan's going to be out to like maybe half of the year. So Merab is taking his chances and really developing more of his wrestling skills, which says a lot about him. You know, the reason why he's been the best in the world is because he's never given up on the great style of what wrestling is. So congratulations to Real American Freestyle for signing this dude. I know, there's a reason to this whole signee. So if things work out, there's going to be a squabble. You know what I'm saying, Kush?
You got a 3-match deal, correct? 2 or 3 match?
Yeah, I got a 3-match deal.
I see this as a potential, main event in the future.
Mauricio Ruffy posted a video of him watching Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett while shadowboxing. Shara Bullet is set to grapple Jorge Masvidal at Hype Brazil on March 11th. Shara reposted the news to his Instagram, and Jorge left a comment saying, "Let's go." This will mark Shara's second time competing in Hype. In his previous outing at Hype, he faced Arman Tsarukyan, with the match ending in a draw. Ilia Topuria made an appearance on Aiden Ross's stream last night. Firstly, he said that he's unsure if he's fighting on the White House card, but believes Justin Gaethje will be his next opponent.
When the are you fighting?
In summer, hopefully.
Summer?
Yeah.
Well, define summer, because I'm going to ask you, man. The White House card. White House?
If I'm fighting in the White House, I don't know. You don't say to the UFC how to make fights and where they have to put you, and they don't tell you how to fight. So this is basically how it works.
So as of right now, there's no White House? As of right now?
As of right now, I have no idea what's going on.
What?
Yeah.
So have you been hit up at all to fight in the summer yet, or no?
I know that I'm gonna fight in summer, but I don't have any specific date or place that I know that I'm gonna fight.
But you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And we'll talk about the Paddy Justin fight. You thought Paddy was gonna win that fight?
I thought he's gonna win the fight.
So
it was horrible. Like the fight was horrible. I think they both looked really bad.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
So you're going to probably be fighting, is it Justin next?
I think so.
Topuria says he wants to fight Islam Makhahev for a pound-for-pound belt. He also shuts down the narrative that Arman Tsarukyan is his current toughest matchup.
If you end up fighting Islam this year, hopefully, that's what the fans want.
Yeah,
will it be?
This is what I want too.
Would you fight him at welterweight, or would you want to fight him at lightweight?
So the perfect scenario for me would be fighting him in the welterweight division, because
so you would go up.
That way I'm gonna be able to collect my third belt. But also will be a great scenario to me to fight between 155 and 170 and to create a new belt. Why not calling pound for pound? Because he's the number one, I'm the number two right now. For me, myself, I'm the number one. But yeah, you put two of the best guys in the world, you put the pound for pound belt in the middle, whoever wins is the best.
Damn, so you want to make your own belt, a pound for pound belt. What have you made of Arman's recent performances? Do you see him as like one of the toughest challenges? That's what my buddy asked.
My toughest challenges? No way.
His name was Chris Miller.
I already had my toughest challenges. What I think about he lost to Islam, he lost to Gamrot, he get knocked out in the beginning of his career, and he doesn't really have the ability to finish the fights. He only finishes the fights when his opponent gets tired, and he just goes in the ground and he does the ground and pound and all that. But if he faced someone who really has that preparation, has that cardio, knows he doesn't get like scared if he gets to the ground. Arman easy because he will panic. With me, he will panic. What he's gonna do? I always just say like this: when I'm in the training camp, I know how it feels when you feel pain. I know how it feels when you feel tired. I know how it feels when you feel like you can do more and you keep doing it. It's like I know about myself that there's not a situation that I'm gonna give up. So when I walk inside the octagon, my opponents should know that they're gonna have a baddest motherfucker in front who doesn't know how to give up. That's never gonna happen. So you're gonna have to kill me. And you know what? I love my life, and I'm not ready to die.
Ilia also surprised fans with his MMA GOAT list last night. He says he does not rank Demetrius Johnson in the top 5 fighters of all time.
Who's your top 5 UFC fighters of all time?
Of all time, George St. Pierre, John Jones. Who else? Wow, that's a tough question always. I always forget it.
Mighty Mouse? You put him in your top 5?
No.
What?
No. Who else?
You don't think he's the greatest flyweight of all time?
The greatest flyweight of all time, probably.
Quick pause before we keep going. If you're watching Full Mount MMA, you're already locked into MMA news. But if you're betting on fights and still guessing, you don't need to. Homa Fight Picks is doing the work most people won't. Hours of tape study, match breakdowns, and line shopping for every single card. The Homa Fight Picks Discord went up over 130 units in 2025 alone, with a 3-year proven track record of profits. This isn't parlays for clicks, it's disciplined betting. They're letting Full Mount viewers check out the Discord for free this weekend. Just use the link in the bio to join the best betting Discord in combat sports for free. If you're already watching MMA every week, you might as well be betting it the smart way. Alright, back to the news. Topuria reacted to the Dan Hooker situation last week and also told Conor McGregor to pull up on him in Spain.
Hey, what do you think about Dan Hooker?
What happened?
He's gay.
No.
Yeah, you didn't see?
No.
You didn't see the Dan Hooker files?
He's gay?
He's gay! You didn't see it?
Congratulations, Dan.
If it was up to you,
yeah,
who do you think makes sense for you to fight?
You know who I would love to face?
Who?
Conor.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you think you would beat Ilia Topuria?
I watched this clip.
You seen this?
Oh, yeah,
Topuria. Well, grab me the scruff of the chest and slap that little nose off him, yeah? Little ding-dong with he is, yeah? Spanish. I'm in my bed, bro, yeah? I'm in my bed at the bare knuckle store and let's see what's what. We're bouncing the yoke on the bare knuckle. You little Pharaoh, cave your head in. A little short or boxer Jordan. On site. I'm in my bed Spain, yeah? I'm in my bed Spain October 12th at the bare knuckle. Store, bro.
Dude,
I'm in Madrid March 7th at WoW FC. Come, you're more than welcome.
Totally.
And
wait.
Try to do something.
Oh my God.
Do some. Come in there. I'm not accepting your invitation. Fighting you. Come, March 7th at WoW in Madrid. Madrid Arena. If you want me to send you a specific location, I'm gonna do that.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Kamaru Usman saying he thinks he deserves a fight against Islam Makhahev, but Hunter Campbell decided to go in another direction, also offering Usman a fight with Dricus du Plessis. However, he insists he only wants quote-unquote meaningful matchups at this stage of his career. The first one's from Cootbag. It says Kamaru's ego is ridiculous. The second one's from Jay. It says Usman thinking he's next for a shot is crazy. And the final one's from Weary Traveler. It says, how is DDP not a meaningful fight? He defended his belt twice. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.